What if I told you that you could literally turn seconds of AI generation into a real, profitable digital business? It's kind of wild to think about, right? I mean, just a few years ago, creating commercial-grade artwork required years, and I mean years, of intense design experience. But today, it's literally just a text prompt away. So how do we actually monetize this? Well, in this explainer, we're going to uncover the exact step-by-step blueprint for building a sustainable business selling AI images in 2026.
Now, before we get into the exact tactics, we've got to address the elephant in the room. Can you actually still make money with AI art in 2026? The short answer? Yes, absolutely. But listen, the gold rush of 2023, where people were just dumping raw, unedited AI images onto marketplaces and crossing their fingers, that is completely over. The supply side just exploded, and frankly, buyers got skeptical. But here's the good news. The opportunity for structured, value-driven digital businesses that use AI as a tool, it is actually bigger than it has ever been.
And if you need proof, just look at this. The global AI market is projected to hit a staggering $3.5 trillion by 2033. That's a massive number. Businesses, content creators, marketers, online stores, they all need huge amounts of digital content every single day. So the demand for digital assets is incredibly real, and it's expanding fast. And the best part? You don't need a graphic design degree to grab a piece of this pie. You just need the right strategy.
Okay, let's dive into this. Here's our roadmap to transition from that get-rich-quick fantasy to a sustainable revenue blueprint. We'll cover the 2026 AI art landscape, the ultimate AI toolkit. Method 1, print on demand. Method 2, digital products. Method 3, freelance and stock. And finally, the essential rules for success.
Section 1. The 2026 AI art landscape, the reality check.
To really set ourselves up for success today, we need a serious reality check. We have to separate the myth from the reality. The myth is that you can just generate a picture of a cute dog, upload that raw file to Etsy, and get rich overnight. The reality? Buyers are no longer impressed by basic AI outputs. AI tools are just your ingredients. The real value, the thing people actually pay for, is in the recipe. To make money now, you absolutely must curate, edit, and package your artwork into a finished, usable product that solves a real problem for a specific buyer.
Section 2. The ultimate AI toolkit. The ingredients for success.
All right, to cook up those valuable recipes, we need the right ingredients, right? And don't worry, you don't need to be overwhelmed by the tech here. For extreme prompt accuracy and complex requests, ChatGPT and DALL-E 3 are your best bets. If you're going for highly artistic, really stylized outputs like wall art, Midjourney is simply unmatched. Stable Diffusion? That's great for maximum control if you're a bit more technical. If you're a complete beginner and just want to practice without a monthly bill, Zsky AI offers unlimited generation for free. And finally, and this is absolutely crucial, you must use an AI upscaler like Topaz Gigapixel or Upscale.media to make your files crisp and professional.
Buyers click rooms, not files. This brilliantly illustrates a huge concept for our toolkit, presentation. Look, if you're selling digital art, you cannot just post a flat image file. It doesn't work. You need to use tools like Canva or Gelato's Magic Mockups to place your artwork into real-world environments. Think a framed picture above a cozy living room couch or your design actually printed on someone's shirt. That context is exactly what drives clicks and ultimately sales.
Section 3. Method 1. Print on demand. Physical products, zero inventory.
So, now that we have our tools, let's talk about getting paid. Print on demand is honestly one of the cleanest and most reliable channels for beginners. Why? Because you're selling a tangible physical item, not just a digital file. Let's walk through the exact workflow. First, you generate your design and upscale it to a high resolution, typically 300 dpi. Second, you upload that file to a partner like Printify or Gelato. Third, you map your design onto physical items, like a classic t-shirt, a coffee mug, or a poster. Finally, when a customer buys it, the platform completely automates the rest. They print it, ship it, and handle the support. It's a fantastic way to scale with virtually zero upfront cost.
Now, how do we turn this into a long-term business? Well, rather than relying on crowded, unpredictable marketplaces, you can actually integrate your print-on-demand partner directly with Shopify. Building your own Shopify store with, say, 20 to 50 really cohesive designs in a specific niche, that is how you build a real brand and a loyal audience, instead of just crossing your fingers and hoping for marketplace luck.
Section 4. Method 2. Digital products. Selling on Etsy, Gumroad, and PromptBase.
If physical products aren't really your thing, this next method is personally my favorite for building passive income. The beauty here is you create the digital file once and you can sell it infinitely. Let's break down where to sell. Etsy is still fantastic for things like printable wall art and planners. They take a 6.5% fee plus a tiny listing cost. Gumroad is perfect for digital bundles, taking a flat 10%. But here is a seriously underrated strategy: selling the prompts themselves on platforms like PromptBase. You're basically monetizing the recipe for other creators, which completely avoids any copyright headaches over the final image.
Section 5, Method 3, Freelance and Stock, Custom Services and High-Volume Royalties.
This tier of our blueprint is all about offering custom solutions for specific clients. And what's really interesting here is the clear path to scaling up your income. You could start out on Fiverr, creating custom YouTube thumbnails or simple logos for maybe $5 to $20 a pop, just to build a portfolio. Then, as your skills sharpen, you graduate to Upwork for larger $50 to $150 projects. Eventually, you can pitch directly to brands or agencies, easily commanding $200 or more per client because you're delivering highly curated AI assets that solve their exact marketing needs.
On the stock photography side, platforms like Adobe Stock are awesome for licensing imagery in bulk. But listen up, because there is a crucial technical limit you have to know: the 4-megapixel rule. Adobe Stock strictly requires that all uploaded images are at least 4 megapixels. That means the width multiplied by the height absolutely must equal 4 million pixels or more. If you fail to use those AI upscalers we talked about to hit this exact mathematical rule, your submissions will get instantly rejected. No exceptions.
So what's actually selling on Adobe Stock right now in 2026? Well, businesses are hunting for very specific trends. First is connectioneering. They want authentic, unposed, messy human bonds, none of those stiff studio smiles. They also want local flavor, meaning hyper-local, culturally authentic scenes. For social media ads, surreal silliness is huge. These delightfully strange AI concepts that just make people stop scrolling. And on a practical level, isolated, transparent PNGs are massive. Designers absolutely love clean objects with the backgrounds already removed because it saves them so much time. Section 6. Essential Rules for Success, Protecting Your Digital Business.
Okay, we've covered the tools and the methods, but to survive and thrive, we need to talk about legally protecting your business. The biggest legal hurdle in 2026 is what's called the human input factor. The U.S. Copyright Office has made it very clear. A purely AI-generated image, created just by typing a prompt, lacks copyright protection. Anyone can copy it. So the crucial point is this: you must actively modify your work. Substantial human modification, like heavy editing, compositing, color grading, or adding text, can actually make your derivative work protectable. You have to add real human value.
Also, and I can't stress this enough, always disclose your use of AI in your listings and uploads. Trying to hide the fact that you use AI is a massive reputational landmine on places like Etsy, and it will get your account instantly banned on Adobe Stock. Honestly, in 2026, being transparent and saying you thoughtfully designed a piece using AI tools and then printed and shipped it yourself is actually a powerful trust signal for buyers.
Look, the tools have literally never been cheaper, and the demand for digital content has never been higher. The only thing standing between you and a profitable digital business right now is action. The era of dumping raw files is over, for sure, but the era of the smart, AI-assisted entrepreneur, that has just begun. So pick your niche, grab your AI toolkit, and ask yourself, what will you create first?